Good morning, my lovelies, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sabina. If you're new here, I make fashion, beauty, and lifestyle videos. I have been vlogging a lot recently, so if you haven't already gone over to my channel and checked out my videos, make sure you check them out. There are a bunch of vlogs on there, and they're all quite long as well, so I hope you guys enjoy them. Today I just thought I'd do another Ramadan vlog, show you guys what we get up to. I feel like we don't really have a set routine in Ramadan. It's kind of all over the place. But today I'm going to try and do some of my Eid prep, just because I feel like I always say I'm going to prep for Ramadan really early and then I leave it to the last minute, and then the same thing happens for Eid. I'm always like, yeah, I've got plenty of time, and then before you know it, it's like 3 days before Eid and I haven't got anything sorted. So today I'm going to try and do all of that, and I'll take you guys along with me and show you how I'm doing it. I love lists, so obviously there's going to be a list in there somewhere. Today's video is also very kindly sponsored by the Estee Lauder companies. Underneath the Estee Lauder companies, there's loads of different brands like Estee Lauder, Clinique, Origin, loads of different amazing brands. So what I'll be doing in today's video is showing you some of my favorite products from those brands. What I'll do, just for full disclosure, is every time I feature a product from the brand, I'll put ad at the bottom of the screen, just so that you guys are aware that that is part of the ad. So we are going to kickstart off with a couple of my favorite products. What I find is happening is that I'll do my skincare routine in the evening or at night before I go to sleep, and then when I wake up for study time and I do wuzu again, my skin gets really dry. I just don't want to be doing it again, because then I'm like, it's only 3 or 4 hours later. I don't want to do the whole routine again. So what I've been using is this Dr. Jar, I don't know how to say this, Sisapair? I think it is Sisapair Tiger Grass Sleep Pair Intensive Mask. If you use TikTok, you would have seen the Dr. Jar Correcting Cream. It was just absolutely viral on TikTok and everybody loved that. But for me personally, I really love this. I don't have any other products that have tiger grass in them. This, if you have sensitive skin, this is amazing. So what I do is at study time, before I go back to bed, I will just apply a really nice layer of this on. And then when I wake up in the morning, not when I wake up, when the boys wake me up, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't get up till like 10, 11 o'clock. But the boys are normally kind of up at like 6:37, which is an absolute killer. I'll then wash it off. So there's normally not much left. But if you guys can see in here, it is a gel-like consistency. So although it absorbs into the skin really, really nicely, there is some residue left on. So what I do is, obviously when I wake up, I wash it off. And I'm just finding that, you know, sometimes when you change your diet, or a lack of water, or just, you know, a routine where you're not getting enough sleep, it can trigger insensitivities in your skin. And if you have sensitive skin anyway, or if you kind of get a lot of redness in your skin, this is an amazing product for that. I have already kind of washed everything off. So what I'm going to do before I go downstairs and give the boys their breakfast is just pop some of this on. This I'm obsessed with. This is the Origins Drink Up 10-minute hydrating mask with apricot and glacier water. It smells, it just smells so delicious. It comes out like that, and I love doing like a really thick layer. You're supposed to like rub off again anything that's left on after 10 minutes. You're supposed to just blot it off, but what I tend to find happens is that I forget that it's been 10 minutes, because 10 minutes with the boys seems like 10 hours, and I just lose track of time. I'm just finding Ramadan is so different with 2 active toddlers. And I've been speaking to a lot of my mum friends who've been telling me that they've been really struggling as well. So yeah, I will show you guys how we are juggling that. I might do a completely separate vlog on like Ramadan with kids. I think that might be a good idea. Kind of activities that we do with them. And what our routine is like, because normally I always drop them off to my mum's or my mother-in-law so we can work, but obviously I'm really aware that they're fasting and they have a lack of sleep as well at the moment, so I don't want to kind of put that pressure on them. So I'm not relying on them as much as I do normally, so that's why I'm struggling. Oh my god, guys, I just want to eat my face up. This smells so delicious. But it's just going to leave my skin really, really hydrated. I'm not great at drinking water normally, and especially in Ramadan. As soon as I open my fast, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to drink water. And then my mother-in-law makes this really nice, like, homemade lemonade. And it just tastes so good. Like, I don't even want to eat. I just want to drink that. Although it does have water in it, it's got like a lot of lemon and sugar and stuff. So my hydration levels aren't always great. So this is really, really good for my skin to pop all of that hydration back in. This has hyaluronic acid in it, which is obviously great, delivering hydration to the skin, but it also has apricot kernel oil in it, which seals the moisture in the skin's barrier. So I always just find that afterwards, not only does my skin feel like really hydrated, it just looks really plump. I don't know if you guys can notice already, but let's get down because the boys are probably driving this on crazy. Yeah, you can bring 2 of them downstairs. What have you got? You've got a helicopter on there, a horse, a little guard, a bus.
He's putting his race car away. Look at that.
Yeah. Trying to keep it safe. That's a very busy, what is it? Parking lot. Oh, there's a seagull as well.
Random bus at the top. Helicopter to rescue everyone.
I don't think the tractor makes a Nino sound. Is that Digger? Digger makes a Nino sound now, does it? Come on, no, but come on, let's go have breakfast. Oh, it's me. So Yahia's gonna have porridge with dates. Yahia is a foodie, mashallah, mashallah. He will eat anything. Noah, on the other hand, only eats stuff that's beige, chips, roti. That's it. Like, he's a really picky eater. He'll have some fruit and veg, and that's it. So for breakfast, he wants burrata today. So yeah, sugar. No sugar. You know what he was saying yesterday? Sugar, honey. Where did you learn that from? Come on, mate, Sonny. Come on, time to eat. At the table.
Okay, I'm with the Lucy in the watch, okay?
No, you can't watch TV at the table, Noah. So I thought I'd show you guys my kind of go-to makeup look for Ramadan. If I am going to be filming content, I normally go for something a bit more glam with fake lashes. But if I'm just running around doing errands, I will keep it very light and very natural and very minimal. I find that just even adding a little bit of makeup makes me feel a lot better about myself. It makes me feel like I'm ready to tackle the day when I go out looking like this. And I look at myself and I look really tired. I'm like, you need to go home and go to bed. Whereas when I just kind of conceal these bad boys, it just makes me feel more alert, even if I'm not more alert. Like, because I look more alert, I'm like, yes, I'm more alert. So I thought I'd just talk you guys through the steps. I have changed my scarf because I was wearing a white scarf and I do want to wear that when we go out later, and I don't really want to get foundation on it. And obviously I normally don't wear my scarf when I do my makeup, but I will for the tutorial, and this is one that I hardly ever wear, so I was like, chuck it on. If I get foundation on it, it's not the end of the world. I have moisturized my lips using the Estee Lauder Lip Oil. This is a really great one, and it really hydrates them. They are really dry. And I'm going to wipe it off before I put my mask on, so I just thought this was the easiest one because it's very quick. It works very quick. And then I'm going to prep my skin using the Clinique Moisture Surge. I'm sure you guys have seen this everywhere all the time. This is something that I use all year round and not just in Ramadan. I love that it's pink as well. This is one of their hero products. It has been, the formula has been updated recently, so now has aloe vera bioferment in it, and obviously hyaluronic acid, and it just gives your skin that instant boost of hydration, and it locks it in within the skin's moisture barrier, so your skin will just feel hydrated for so much longer. Also, I don't know if you guys can see in the camera, the texture of this is so different to kind of normal moisturizers, and I don't know if that's the reason why, but it just really does keep your skin hydrated for so long. I think so many people assume they have dry skin and they don't realize that they have dehydrated skin, and I think in Ramadan we are more at risk of getting dehydrated skin than any other time of the year. So this is a perfect product for Ramadan. So for foundation, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation with SPF 15. this is what it looks like. I have shade W64, which is the perfect shade for me. What I love about this is that the coverage is absolutely amazing. It is a long wearing foundation, so it will stay in place all day. Normally I kind of do a pump on my skin and just go in for when I'm going for like a full coverage look, but because I'm trying to keep it quite light and quite natural, I've done a pump on my hand. I might need another one, or this might be enough, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just going to take this Clinique foundation brush and kind of start from the middle of my face and just work it out. My mirror is here on the side, guys, so if I look sideways, that is why, because normally I do my makeup this way, but the lighting is coming from front, so I just kind of want to make sure I get the best lighting for you guys. But can you see what a good match that is? And what I love about this foundation is they have so many shades, but they have C, like the letter before the number will either be C or W or N for cool, neutral, or warm. So when you can get the right undertone, your foundation will just match so much better to your skin. I am going to do one more pump just because I feel like my skin needs it at the moment. Love the colour match. Honestly, it makes me so happy when a foundation's colour match is perfect like this. Oh no, now the sun's gone out. Maybe the lighting's going to be better now so you guys can actually see. But it just feels so light on. I think that's why I love it so much. I haven't done any on my forehead. It doesn't feel cakey. I feel like my skin can breathe in it. And like I said, the coverage is really, really great. I am using like a really, really light application by doing it on my hand first and then spreading it all over my face. But if I was to do it with like a beauty blender or like a pump straight to my face, you guys would see that even with like built up coverage, it's still really, really breathable. And it looks like skin. That for me is the most important thing. I can't stand it when foundation just looks, I can't stand it when it looks like you've got like a layer of thick foundation, and I like my skin to look like skin. So next up, I'm going to conceal. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I am shade Sand. I would normally go one shade lighter because when I do like a full glam look, I like my under eyes to look really bright and really pop. But because I'm doing a very minimal natural look, I wanted the concealer to cover the under eyes but not illuminate them, if that makes sense, because I want it to look like I haven't got much makeup on. I love this. This you can use, I mean, if you don't want to wear foundation, you can literally use this just to conceal, and it works well on its own. Look at that wand. I just love that one. I don't know anyone who's used this and doesn't love it. It is an amazing product. All right, I'm going to get my beauty blender out. Just a little bit of product. I'm going to do one side first so you guys can see exactly what a difference it makes. But this has hyaluronic acid in it as well. So again, even though it's a makeup product, it's actually helping with the hydration levels in the skin. Look at that coverage. I love it. It also contains coconut water, so it's really helping aid the skin's moisture. But can you guys see, like, if you didn't know, it just blends in so seamlessly with the foundation, and it's just concealed it up. Look at the difference. It looks like I've had sleep. It looks like I've had sleep and I feel happy and alert and awake. That's why I love it so much. And this wand is a dream, an absolute dream. And honestly, I've like actually got on the tiniest amount of product. Like, this bottle would last such a long time. I am going to take any residue that's left on my sponge and just run it over my brow bone very, very lightly, because I don't want to highlight it, and then just very, very lightly tap my eyelids. And then again, because I want to keep it very light, I'm using the Cali Contour Palette by Smashbox. I have this in the darker shade as well. The darker palette is absolutely lovely for when you're going for a very full-on glam look. What I love about the Cali Contour palettes is you literally have your contour, your setting powder, your highlights, and your blushes all in one. And it is one of those rare palettes where I feel like I actually use everything in the palette, so it's a really good one. But because I don't want like a super glowy bronzy look, I just want a very subtle contour for a minimal look. I'm just taking this shade here And just very, very lightly, just contour, and then just blend that in so that it looks like a natural shadow. It looks like I've got all slim and trim during Ramadan. I am kind of taking my time with this today because I'm showing you guys, but normally, honestly, this whole look will literally take me 5 minutes just because I know exactly what I'm doing with all of the products and how I like to apply them. So it doesn't take a lot of time. So it really is like my kind of go-to very quick makeup look for Ramadan. And then this blush shade, again, I like to just tap it off lightly. Can you see? It adds warmth and colour, but it's just so subtle that it actually looks just like I'm glowing naturally. I've been drinking lots of water and eating lots of healthy food. Don't think samosas class as healthy food. I like to add a little bit to the bridge of my nose and my forehead as well, because I find that when the sun hits our skin, they're the places that normally tend to go kind of warm and rosy first. Because it is a natural makeup look, I'm not going to go too crazy with the highlighters, but I just wanted to show you guys these two. What I would do if I was doing like a full glam makeup look is spray like my MAC setting powder onto a fan brush and then run it through these two highlights and just look at them. And when you wet a powder, when you use like a fixing spray on a brush and then run it through a powder, it's going to be even more pigmented. So those two colors together on a fan brush and then just running them on the top of your cheekbones would just give you this gorgeous glow, for like a nice glowy summer's day look. I am just going to add the tiniest bit of highlight, but again, because it's a natural look, I don't want to add too much. And I find using my fingers when I don't want to apply too much product is like the best way to do something. And that is it, guys. Super quick, super easy. I know it's taken me a while to film it, but if I wasn't filming it, this would literally take me less than half the time. When you're strapped for time and like you just want to get out of the house, grab what you need, grab the boys, get out of the house. Sometimes makeup cannot be a priority, but I just find that just taking like 5-10 minutes to myself to do this just puts me in such a better mood for the day. What did Noah, oh, careful, what did Noah get from the shops? Got a new car? What did Noah get from the shops?
Which car gonna go first?
Go on, go fast then. Obsessed with cars, aren't you?
Need to go first. I need to go get to the shop.
I'm gonna make some more such tonight. If I have time, I will I'll vlog it for you guys, but it's like literally my favorite thing in the world and it's so easy. I'm gonna fry some samosas with it, but like I could eat it even without the samosas. It's so delicious. Okay, so I snuck back upstairs because I wanted to prep like little Eid, night before Eid kits or bags, for one for me and Fazan and one for the boys. I'm probably gonna add a few other bits in here, but what I find is that every year I do it with Ramadan. I'm like, I'm gonna prep early and it just never happens. And then I do the same thing with Eid. And obviously we don't really find out when it's Eid until the night before. And like the night before, like on the 29th fast, if I find out that Eid's not tomorrow, then it's fine. I have like time to go and do stuff. But it's happened a few times where on the 29th fast, you just kind of find out, oh, okay, it's Eid tomorrow. And then I'm like, I have nothing ready. And it's even more hectic with kids because I don't really want to leave the boys with my mum or my mother-in-law whilst I rush around, because I know that they have stuff to do for Eid and they have a lot more to do than I do because they are the ones that cook and prep everything for Eid day. So I'm trying to very, very slowly kind of get everything that we might need for the night before Eid. And I really kind of want to turn it into like a really fun, special experience. I feel like every year the fasts are now getting shorter. So over the years, we will start having like a longer kind of period in the evenings. It's driving me crazy. We will start having like a longer period in the evenings to enjoy the night before Eid. And I know obviously this year the fast is like opening quite late. They're still like think the last one will be around 9ish, so it is still late, but hopefully within the next few years, especially when they move back to March and the clocks go back, we will have, like, I remember when I used to fast when I was in primary school, and the night before Eid we would find out like 5-6 o'clock that it was going to be Eid the next day, or it wasn't. So you had plenty of time to kind of go get your mehndi done, go kind of get snacks, get together with your cousins and stuff. And you know, I really miss that. And especially last year, I feel like we didn't have any of that because of COVID. And I feel like this year it's going to be a little bit better because we can still meet people outside and we can still do stuff. But I want to make it as fun as I can for the boys. And again, they don't fully understand everything yet, but I want them to get into the spirit of it as much as they can. So I will show you what I'm going to put in the bag for the boys. These are actually for Eid presents. They're from a little brand on Instagram called Leela and Tiny, but I just find that their Eid presents never fit in there, so I thought this was a good thing to do for them. So I really wanted to get Eid pajamas for the boys, and it's just so hard to find like proper Eid pajamas. I feel like there's more and more small businesses that are catering to Eid and like doing niche and different things for Eid, which is obviously really nice. But I managed to just find these online, and they say happy, so I was like, they don't say Eid, but they say happy, so that's half the message. So I got a set for Noah and a set for Yahya. I'm just going to take them off the hangers, and then they'll have like fresh little outfits for after their bath. And then maybe we can do some pictures of them as well. It might be nice to let them open one present the night before Eid. We'll see. So I'm going to pop these into their bag. I'm also going to put all of the Ramadan decorations in here. I haven't got all of them yet. I've only got a few bits. But again, normally I leave that last minute, so I was like, all of them early this year. And I want to get the boys to help with as much as they can. So I've just got some Eid balloons. That's like the letters, that's just the block balloons, a banner, and then some more decor bits. And I need to make sure that I get tape to put in here because it's so typical. We can never find tape the night before Eid. I also got the boys some socks because I'm that mum that puts odd socks on her kids. And my mum and my mother-in-law are always like having a go at me, like, why are they not wearing matching socks? And I'm like, do you know how easily kids lose socks? They just take them off anywhere. So I have got some matching socks for them. I'm going to pop these in here, and they'll probably be for Eid day, but at least they're there. And I know that there's a spare pair in there. And then I'm doing a bag for Fazan, and I am going to get a few other bits to put in here. I might get us some nice fresh pajamas as well. I haven't decided yet. But snacks, the number one thing, because again, what happens is the night before Eid, you have so much to do. And I feel like the time just runs away with you. And then like, I'll be relaxing and I'll be doing my face mask and I'll like want some crisps or something. And then there won't be anything. So I was like, pop the snacks in there and just forget that they're in there, and at least I can enjoy them the night before Eid. So every time Fazan gets a fresh haircut, and he always gets a fresh haircut the night before Eid, this is his absolute go-to. This is the Clinique City Block Purifying Charcoal Clay Mask and Scrub. I'll show you guys. It's like a greyish colour. I'm going to put a tiny bit on my hand, and then maybe it will dry whilst I'm talking, and then you guys can see what it looks like when it dries. It's like an exfoliating scrub, so you can just use it just to kind of scrub your face, cleanse your skin, and it works really well. But I love using it as a mask, so I'll put it on with a brush. I normally use like a little brush from Glam Glow masks normally come with like a little face brush, so I'll use one of those, and I find it really therapeutic just putting it on, and then wait about 10 to 15 minutes for it to dry. And then once it's dry, then I'll wash it off, but I'll do the scrubbing process when I'm washing it off. And honestly, my skin just feels brand new after I use it. So this is one of my absolute favorites. So because it is Eid, I'm going to obviously double mask because I want my skin to look the best the next morning and just be clean and smooth and clear for my makeup application. So I've got a set of masks for me and a set of masks for Zan. These are the Glam Glow Bubble Sheet Masks, Oxygenating Deep Cleansing Mask. What I love about sheet masks is I find that you can't do anything else. So once you've popped it on, you have to really kind of just relax and take out a few minutes for yourself. And I just find that the night before Eid is so hectic, and especially with me, I run around like a headless chicken all the time. So just having an excuse to kind of put my feet up and do something, maybe make myself a nice cup of tea and just sit back and relax for a few minutes. The bubble technology is really tingling on the skin. If you've ever had a Turkish bath, like, you know how it feels. It's like that, but for your face. So it's so nice. It's so relaxing. This also has green tea deoxy, which works to reveal glowing, deeply purified skin. I mean, it says just 3 minutes on the mask, but I don't know if I should or I shouldn't, but I like to leave things on for a little bit longer just because it gives me that excuse just to kick back for a few more minutes. So I'll probably do these and the Clinique mask once the boys are in bed. And just give myself an excuse to kind of switch off. I'm very lucky that I don't have to cook or prep food the way my mum and my mother-in-law do. So yeah, it means that I finally get some time to myself the night before Eid. So the final thing that I'm going to pop in our bag is the Jo Malone London Pomegranate Noir scent. This is just, oh my god, it's so divine. And it reminds me so much of Ramadan. I have a diffuser and a candle downstairs in our prayer room, and like every day when we go in there and we try and like read Quran or do stuff with the boys, I always light the candle, and this scent just reminds me of Ramadan. It reminds me of Eid. Fazan and I wore it on Eid last year, and the crazy thing with scents is you don't realize it at the time, but when you wear it and then kind of 3 months later or whenever you wear it again and you spray it, it instantly takes you back to that first moment. Obviously last year was lockdown and it was a really difficult time, and I feel like we spent Eid day just running around dropping presents off and like not really seeing anyone, not really getting to do anything. So I'm hoping that this year is going to be a bit more chilled. I'm not going to be in a rush to drop everybody's present on the same day. I'm just going to pace it out and just try and make the most of Eid and try and make I'm hoping that we're going to get nice weather as well. But I feel like this is my scent for all future Eids sort of sorted out. Just because it reminds me of Ramadan so much. And I don't like super deep, woody, spicy scents. And I know that those type of smells are most commonly associated with Ramadan and this time of year. I normally opt for quite citrusy and floral scents, and this isn't citrusy or floral. I find that this is very deep, but also sensual at the same time. And one thing that I will say about fragrances is that sometimes when you spray something, oh, the mask is nearly dried. Sometimes when you spray something, at first you think it's like, I don't like it, or I don't know if it's the right scent for me, and then you have to wait for the scent to dry. Sometimes when a scent dries and when it's fresh, they smell so completely different. This is one that I absolutely love when it's fresh. That's why I love the diffuser and I love the candle, but when it dries, it smells so delicious too. So yeah, that is going into the bag, and then hopefully I'm going to try and order us some nice pajamas or something, you know, that we can relax in. So I'm back in my grey scarf because obviously I don't want the white one to get dirty. I thought I would show you guys how I remove my makeup. I know mascara is for me one of the trickiest things to remove. I normally do my makeup, I don't know if it's echoey in here, I'm sorry if it is. I normally do my kind of makeup removal evening routine after Maghrib, but I know that with Iftar and the boys' bedtime, I might not get a chance to film, especially because I was planning on doing my little gift guide after Maghrib, so I might be strapped for time this evening, so I thought now would be the best time to show you guys. So to remove my makeup, I absolutely love, Bobbi Brown did very kindly send a full bottle for this video, but I wanted to show you guys, this is a product that I absolutely love, especially when it comes to removing eye makeup. This is their Soothing Cleansing Oil, and it has jasmine flower, white water lily, and goji berry extract in it. And I just find that, like, sometimes when you're trying to remove mascara, it can really irritate your eyes, and this is just, look, it just melts the makeup off. When you add water, it turns kind of milky. I don't know if you guys can see. It's literally just melting everything off. I feel like cleansing oils are my favorite. It smells amazing. My favorite way of removing makeup, especially light makeup. So even though it looks like all of the makeup's come off, I do love to double cleanse. I feel like it's so important. So often we think that like our skin is clean, but it's only when you do double cleanse that you realise actually there was probably a little bit of residue left that you didn't realise. So for my double cleanse, I'm using the Darfur Aromatic Cleansing Balm with Rosewood, and this is what it looks like. Again, For me, skincare is really about taking that time for yourself. And I love the smell of this. It's like the texture of it is kind of, it's hard to explain, kind of like honey-like. Oh, it's just so, I can sniff it all day. It's just so therapeutic. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of product. This is one of those things that just smells so lovely and delicious that I just want to take loads, but you don't really need loads. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the tip of my fingertips and gently massage it in. Got to use this, you have to use this on dry skin. I'm trying to avoid the eye area. So relaxing. And then I'll use like a wet towel or flannel just to clean it off, and again it will turn more of a milky colour when I do that. But what I love about this is that it's cleansing. It's a cleansing balm, but it just feels so hydrating. So I know it's going to clean the skin but not leave it dry. Again, that's my main thing during Ramadan. I want everything to be super hydrating. That's probably enough, but I'm finding this really therapeutic. Right, let's wash it off. So do this. Can you guys see? Even though I'd cleansed already, I thought it's so important to double cleanse it. I wasn't even wearing much makeup. I went for a really light makeup look this morning. Before I add moisture or hydration back into my skin, I'm gonna do a quick little lip scrub. I'm using the MAC Lip Scruptious. I'm just gonna put that a little bit like that. It's insane how quickly this works. I can literally feel it getting rid of the dead skin. I'm gonna be quiet and just do it because I feel like when I'm talking, some of the residue might go in my mouth. So I don't know if you guys can see, but it has got rid of a lot of the dry skin, and I feel like that really helped before you put lip balm or moisturizer on, because it really makes a difference. I'm just putting this lip balm from MAC on. And this is the shade That Tickles from their Glow Plate Lip Balm range. Oh, it goes really nicely with my dress. So just leave that on, and that will really moisturize my lips. Right. And then hydration, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. So give me a second, let me grab that. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. If you guys have followed me on YouTube or on Instagram for a while, you'll know, it's got a little pipette, you'll know how much I love this. They reformulated it last year. And I was like, no, don't, it's absolutely perfect. But the new formula is amazing. I literally use this every single day. It's one of my most sworn by skincare products. Anyone that I know uses this as well because I rave about it so much. But it just hydrates the skin. It protects it from environmental factors and pollution and blue ray. And even though it's called Advanced Night Repair, it's actually okay to use in the mornings as well. Sometimes I'll, you know, during the day if I'm doing wuzu and I feel like my skin's getting a bit dry, it's the one thing that I quickly reach for. Just one pipette is enough. And I just feel like it just makes such a difference to my skin. And I don't always use under eye creams, but because of the lack of sleep, I feel like this area just needs some extra TLC. So I'm using the Bobbi Brown under eye cream. This is their vitamin enriched eye base, and it has vitamin B, C, and E. So it hydrates and like really wakens up tired and unloved under eyes. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bit on my ring finger. I always use my ring finger when I'm doing under eyes. I'm not actually going to, I'm not going to rub it in. I'm just going to leave it like that because it will eventually absorb in, and I feel like that's the best way for me when I'm doing anything, when I'm putting on an under eye product. I'm not going to bed right now, so there's no risk of it kind of rubbing on my pillow or anything, and it will absorb in and just make my under eye area feel and look really fresh. So every day I like to set aside some time for us to just sit in here, for the boys to read their Islamic books, to see us pray and read and whatever, because I just think it's really good for them to see it, because when they see it, then that's when they want to do it. They don't understand yet, they're still really small. He knows it's Ramadan, he knows it's Rosie, but he obviously has no idea what it is. Obviously
you haven't actually even taught him.
Yeah, we haven't taught him, he's just copied. I think kids just copy, so
that's from reciting from Salah.
You copy everything, don't you? That's why we have to be careful. You copy the good stuff and the naughty stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And Mummy can't be naughty in front of you.
Copy everything.
So I did do some Ramadan decor in here.
What are you grateful for, Nunu?
There's a song that Fazal plays him that goes, "What are you grateful for?" But for some reason, Noah thinks it's, "What are you waiting for?" Do you want to get their books? So as I mentioned earlier, Pomegranate Noir by Jo Malone London is my go-to scent for Ramadan. I had this up with our Ramadan decor, but Yahya, because I had a decor of dates and nuts, Yahya put the nuts in the diffuser, so I had to move up here. But every day when we come in here, I like to light the candle. And when I come in here, it smells really fresh and really lovely anyway because of the diffuser. But I like to light the candle, and it really kind of sets the vibe. And I think the boys know that when the candle is lit, that's kind of our family time to sit in here and do stuff in here and read Quran in here and do their books in here together. So it sets a really nice vibe. When we are in here, I try to leave all phones, cameras, technology outside of this room, turn the TV off. Sometimes we only, me and Fazan will stay in here and we'll take it in turns to do what we need to. But with the boys, sometimes they're only in here for a few minutes, and sometimes they're in here for nearly up to an hour. I let them decide how long they want to do it, because then that way they don't feel like we're forcing them. And they have a say over it, you know. Sometimes when they're reading their books, they're doing their Ramadan journals, they're really happy and they'll be in here for ages. And sometimes if they're tired or sleepy or just not in a good mood, you know, it'll only last a couple of minutes and they want to go off and play, and that's fine. You know, they are really young, they don't really understand. So I kind of let them dictate how long they want to do it for. But as I mentioned before, this is a really gorgeous kind of deep but light scent, and it's perfect for this time of year. Which one do you want? You want the lion's roar or the giraffe's neigh? Which one? Noah?
Oh, this one or
Okay.
this one?
You do your Yahya's folder, and Mummy and Yahya will read this one. Come on, Yahya. Ajah, Marie Shoni. Salams and blessings coming your way. Are you looking at the candle? Looking at the candle. Is it wow? Salams and blessings coming your way as you pass the savannas and hear me hum all day.
Camel.
It's a giraffe.
Camel and giraffe.
Just a giraffe. It's not a camel and a giraffe. How many giraffes are there? Can you count them?
Camel.
Okay, it's a camel.
It's that. No, it's a giraffe. It's a giraffe.
Yeah, this side is your brother. Okay.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go.
You here?
Allah Akbar. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله
Guys, I'm so tired. When I was putting Yahya to bed, I just wanted to go to sleep, and I was like, no, I still need to clean the kitchen. If I don't do it now, I'm gonna regret it in the morning. I still need to pack a couple of presents as well. I'm just trying to do a little bit every night, so I'll show you guys some of those in a minute when I get around to doing it. I'm doing my plan for tomorrow because I feel like if I have a clear plan of what I need to do, it just makes the working week easier, because otherwise I feel like I put things off, and by the time it gets to Thursday or Friday, I have so much more to do. And if I can, I try and make sure that I have nothing to do on a Friday so that I can pray and do as much as I need to, and just kind of have it as like a day off during Ramadan. I mean, ideally I'd have all of Ramadan off, but it's just one of the busiest times of the year. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'll catch up with you guys when I am about to wrap the presents. So I thought I'd end this vlog with a little bit of a gift guide. I'm trying to wrap a few presents every day because, like I said, Eid just creeps up on you, and then you have so much to do. And I just feel like the days, even though they're so long, the time just goes so quickly. Like in the evenings, I always say to myself, I'm gonna put the boys to bed and I'm gonna do a quick tidy up, pray Isha and go to sleep. And it just never happens, because by the time they're asleep, I'm like, clean the kitchen, and then I just want a bit of time to myself. I feel like during the day, I'm just doing stuff for everyone else, or working or running around, and I'm, you know, I don't get to relax like with a drink and just watch a bit of TV. And every evening I end up just staying up. Even if I'm not watching TV, I just like scroll through my phone, and then before I know it, it's so late, and then I'm so tired. And even now I know I'm gonna regret it in the morning, but I've got my banoffee pie. I'm gonna wrap the presents, watch a little bit of TV, and then pray Isha, and then go to bed. But yeah, quickly I thought I'd show you guys a couple of gift ideas. First up, I have this fragrance from Estee Lauder. This is Beautiful Magnolia. This launched back in March, and I actually gave it to my mum and mother-in-law for Mother's Day. It's just such a beautiful floral fragrance. It's not super sweet. It, you know, it is really fresh, and it would make a perfect present for anyone who loves floral fragrances, and anybody who loves fragrances in general, because like I said, it is fairly new, so they probably don't have it. And you know, I think it just smells absolutely wonderful. If you want a fragrance that isn't floral, Jo Malone London is the way to go. All of Jo Malone London fragrances come in a little box. It has a ribbon, and it comes, you know, in a gift bag. And I absolutely love that whole idea of gift giving and gift receiving. And even for my jewelry brand, I was so inspired by Jo Malone London, because I was like, every time I get anything from Jo Malone London, doesn't matter what it is, it's just exciting. Even when I'm out and about and I see somebody with a little Jo Malone London bag, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for you. So I think if you want to kind of treat somebody really special, Jo Malone London is the way to go. I'm actually doing an event with them on the 5th of May. So all of the details for that will be over on my Instagram. But it's a live event with one of their fragrance specialists. So you guys can tune in and ask any questions that you have, kind of get a better idea of what type of fragrances for someone special, fragrances for the home. So that'd be a really fun one. But I just thought I'd show you. Inside here, I've got, this is one of their cologne intense, so the strongest fragrances come in the black bottles, and then the normal. I just love their packaging as well. This is fig and lotus flower, and then this one is citrus and grapevine. But like I said, you know, if you want, they have every single scent under the sun. And the amazing thing about Jo Malone London fragrances is that they can all be layered as well. So if you want to get someone something really unique, you could get them 2 fragrances that they can layer and kind of create their own scent. So it's really great. So if you want to treat somebody to a luxury product, La Mer is the way to go. It's a luxury skincare brand. They do also have a few makeup products. What I love about La Mer is that the founder actually was in a lab experiment, and he got skincare burns as a result of an accident. So when he was trying to formulate something, it was to help himself. It wasn't to set up a skincare brand. And I think he did like something insane, like over 6,000 experiments over 12 years. Studying sea kelp, and then in the end he formulated this formula called the Miracle Broth, and it's the Miracle Broth is in every single La Mer product that you still buy today. So I just thought it's a really wonderful story, because you know it's a brand that was made out of love and passion. And I think this product, I don't know if you guys can see, this is the original. This is the Moisturizing Cream. This is a really lovely one to gift to anyone. A, because it is a luxury skincare product, and I just think it's really nice receiving something like that. But B, as I've mentioned probably throughout all of this vlog, and as I mention a lot, for me, skincare is all about self-love and taking that time out for ourselves. And I think something like this for your mum or your mother-in-law or anyone else that you know that has a hectic life and is taking care of everybody else, I think it's really lovely, because with this, the original cream, there is like a specific way that you apply it. You kind of have to warm it in your hands first and then like press it into your skin. I think it forces you to just take a couple of minutes just to breathe and for yourself, and, you know, to indulge in a little bit of pampering for yourself. So I think not only are you giving them the gift of a luxury skincare product, you're giving them the gift of taking some time out for themselves. And for me, I kind of grew up watching movies where the mum takes the daughter to like get her first skincare product or her first makeup product. And I feel like my mum's generation of South Asian women, they were just like so focused on the house and taking care of everyone that they didn't take care of themselves. I feel like it's our responsibility to take care of them and make them like feel special. And I just feel like something like this, where it gives me the chance to teach her as well, like, this is what's in it, this is why it works, this is how you use it. It's like a bonding experience as well. So I just think this is a really, really lovely gift. And then the final thing that I was going to show you guys is, over the last year where we've been in lockdown and I've been wearing my scarf a lot less, I feel like I've kind of realised I need to start taking care of my hair more. I feel like I spend a lot of time on my face because I'm compensating for my hair being covered, but also because it's what's on show. My hair's not always on show. And where my hair hasn't been covered as much, I've realised that the condition has improved, and I kind of want to keep on top of that. And I have got a haircut booked in for before Eid, and I haven't had one in the longest time. But one of the things that I think is great, I'm going to be giving hair care products to my sisters, and I just think for anyone that knows a hijabi, hair care products are the way to go. This is a great one. This is the Aveda Botanical Repair Intensive Strengthening Mask. Aveda have lots of different amazing hair care products. I'm sure you guys have heard of them many, many times before. But why I love the Botanical Repair range is because it just leaves your hair looking really healthy and feeling really great. I didn't want to bombard you guys with too many suggestions in this video, but obviously go check out their website, because this isn't the only product that I would recommend. There are so many others. The reason that I picked this, again, is because it is a mask. You kind of have to apply it and take 5 or 10 minutes longer than you would normally in your bath or your shower. So not only are you giving the gift of someone, and not only are you giving someone a gift of like making their hair look better, you're also giving them the gift of like taking a breather for 5-10 minutes. Can you guys tell I really need a break? I feel like everyone deserves a break all the time. I feel like life in the last year has been so intense. So yeah, this is a nice way to kind of give your hair some TLC and take a break for yourself. I feel like I'm getting a bit rambly. Like normally when I sit down to talk, I kind of film things in one go, and the amount of times I've had to stop in this little segment because I'm so tired and I keep jumbling my words up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you again for all of the love recently on all of my vlogs. I feel like I don't always give YouTube the attention that I should, and just the feedback over the last few weeks is like really making me want to do weekly vlogs and keep you guys updated. I feel like Instagram shows this whole different side. I feel like it's not as deep. I feel like I never got an Instagram like this, but I feel more comfortable doing this on YouTube, and I feel like the relationship on YouTube is different. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog as well. Thank you to the Estee Lauder companies for sponsoring this. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will leave all of the product links in the description box. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Ramadan. Take care, stay hydrated, and yeah, I'll see you all soon.